ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತವಾದಂಥ BCIC ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಚೇಂಬರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಇದರ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ನಮ್ಮ ಶೇಖರ್ ಅವರು ಇವತ್ತು ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಟರ್ನ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಟರ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಇವತ್ತೇನು 21ನೇ ಶತಮಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳು ಸುಧಾರಣೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಯೋಚನೆಯನ್ನು, ಹೊಸ ಐಡಿಯಾ, ಹೊಸ ಕಲ್ಪನೆಗಳನ್ನು, ಹೊಸ ಪರಿಹಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋಂಥ ಯುವಕರು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ರೂಪುರೇಷೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬೆಳಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂರಕವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು BCICನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡೋ ಮೂಲಕ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ದರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈಗೆ ಎಟ್ಕೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋ ಮೂಲಕ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಯುವಕರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕವಾಗಿಯೂ ಆರ್ಥಿಕವಾಗಿಯೂ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಬಲೀಕರಣವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ.
It was a great honor and pleasure to be invited to this auspicious occasion of celebrating the inauguration of the Incubation Start-up Center. I think the relationship between Japan and India has become increasingly important and strengthened. And this year marks the 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Japan and India. So throughout this year, we would like to hold several events here in Bangalore, and also many events will be held both in India and Japan. And I hope that we will be able to advance our future relationship further. Thank you. Akiko Sugita, Consul General of Japan in Bengaluru.
Hello friends, it's a great day today in the history of Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce. As a president, it is an extreme privilege for me to inaugurate the Incubation Center of Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce by the Honourable Minister of Karnataka, IT and BT, Mr. Dr. Ashwath Narayan, and the Consul General of Japan to India and Bangalore, Ms. Akiko-san. Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce has been at the forefront to support the startup community and the startup ecosystem for quite some time. Last year, we launched Startup Awards, which was very well received and appreciated. This year, we wanted to give a further boost for startups, and we need to promote the startups. As you all know, Bangalore is a startup capital, and Bangalore is the technology capital of India. With the kind of startups that Bangalore is coming up, and BCIC felt it is its bounden duty to support the young minds with the young intellect who creates the great environment in the startups. So BCIC created a startup mentoring council comprising of various top-notch professionals, top-notch industry veterans who can support all the startup entrepreneurs. What we require the startups people is to come with your idea. BCIC has got state-of-art infrastructure, conference facilities, technology support, plus the intellectual minds who can support the startups in their pursuits to achieve their dreams. Further, BCIC members has got a large connect with the financial industry and investors. So what we require the startup community is to come with your ideas, take the help of BCIC and make yourself and the country stronger in a startup ecosystem. With that idea only, BCIC today has set up an incubation center, and imagine you are getting a seat at MG Road at an affordable price for you to operate with the state-of-art of infrastructure. Further, BCIC has also got a nodal center in Mysore and also got a support and a working arrangement with the Industry Association. So BCIC can provide a space for all the startups who wants to have work from a particular office with the infrastructure. As I said, you have got an intellect in BCIC to support you, to advise you, to review your business plan, to help you, to guide you. So come to BCIC, enjoy your startup environment and make country you stronger. That is a message that BCIC would like to give you. Finally, it's a great support from my team of all the BCIC Management Council, Startup Council, and my office, my colleagues and office bearers who has given me tremendous support. I thank every one of them for the great day today. Thank you.
Namaskara. My name is Parasuraman, the immediate past president of Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce, and the president and whole-time director of Toyota Industries Engines. Today is a very, very big day for all of us. We opened the incubation center at our Bangalore Chamber of Industries and Commerce office in MG Road to support the startups. I think this is a great initiative by the chambers, and we are going to charge a very, very nominal fee as announced by our president at 5,000 rupees per month. Incredible support, because we believe that this will foster a huge growth of startups and accelerate the growth of Karnataka to align with our theme, Namma Karnataka, the great way to the future India. So as BCIC, we have initiated several reforms. In fact, last year we rolled out more than 200 events in spite of a COVID year. We opened up the office in Japan, Tokyo, to foster trade and investment to Karnataka. And we're also trying to set up the Skill Academy of Excellence with collaboration with a leading partner in the state. We also opened our offices in Dharwad and Mysore in collaboration with Dr. Virendra Egdeji, Dharmadhikari of Dharmasthala, with SDMIMD institutions. And we are also working very closely with the Indian Institute of Science. We have also signed a MOU with the Prime Minister's cluster program with the Indian Institute of Science through the principal scientific advisor, Sri Vijay Raghavan. So we have done a lot of initiatives to support the growth of industries in Karnataka. So I'm sure this would be another milestone in the annals of BCIC, because BCIC has got several thought leaders from various areas, be it manufacturing, human resources, infrastructure, direct taxes, indirect taxes, women empowerment, ease of doing business. And we have a lot of senior IAS officers like Mr. Vidya Shankar, Mr. Jayaraj, Mr. Daibari, Gauri Kumarji. So several IAS officers and Mr. Gopal Hosur, the former Director General of Police. We are getting tremendous support, and also Government of Karnataka is supporting us in a big way. We have a huge support from the Industry Minister, Sri Murugesh Nirani, the Honourable Chief Minister, Sri Bommai, Mr. Ashwath Narayan ji, the Minister for IT, BT, Higher Education, Skill Development, and the Chief Secretary, the bureaucrats. So therefore, we are enjoying a good relationship with the center also. Last year, we had 3 major events, 2 times with the former, the current Finance Minister, Sri Nirmala Sitharaman ji, and also with Mr. Piyush Goyal, the Commerce Minister, and Mr. Nitin Gadkari, the Transport Minister for Road. So therefore, and we are also talking to all thought leaders to how to develop industries in Karnataka. So I believe that this is a great milestone, and we are also collaborating under the dynamic leadership of our current President, Mr. Shekhar. We are collaborating with a lot of other chambers for a common purpose, common voice, to spread the voice of the industry to the state and the central government. And we also published a lot of research reports to promote the growth of industries, economic survey reports about Indian economic survey and growth of industries, and the second airport for Bengaluru, then the ease of doing business together with Deloitte. So several research reports are coming, and we are also trying to partner with Japanese institutions. So we have opened our Japanese office in collaboration with JETRO, Toyota Shusho Corporation, and 2 other leading Indian companies doing business in Japan. So India Research and India Mart. Therefore, we are working on several initiatives We had the first meeting with the Japanese community, Indian diaspora, where it was addressed by the Indian ambassador in Japan, Sri Vermaji. And we are also coming out with the Economic Summit Forum. I think the current president, Mr. Shekhar, is working on several initiatives. I'm sure BCIC will support and grow the industries in Karnataka, in the country, and also we will support all the Indian communities globally. We are also working with a lot of other commerce and industry bodies in several other countries. This year, our president is planning 14 such events, collaboration with other business partners. So I wish Bangalore Chambers will be one of the leading industrial chambers in the country. Thank you. Dhanyavad. My name is Parashuraman. I am the immediate past president of Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce, and also the president and all-time director of Toyota Industries Engines. Thank you.
My name is Ravindran, and I am the senior vice president of the Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce. BCIC has been at the forefront in the last 3 or 4 years, especially with the advent of what we call as the BCIC Emerging Stars Award. During a COVID year, we struck to the task of empowering startups through having mentorship, incubation, funding facilities, and also in terms of ensuring that the startups get onto the go-to market in a much better way. In the last 1 year, we thought that this was just not enough, and we decided to set up what we call as the BCIC Startup Clinic, and every month the successful startups as well as those who could not make it in the first round but are in the second stage of developing a startup are invited to address our members as also all the startup members in the ecosystem. What has happened is that we have gained success enormously, and then we felt that there is a need for us to provide support in terms of even a seating facility to begin with in Bangalore, very close to the MG Road, and then also in Ashwantpur, where BCIC possesses an office. As an entrepreneur myself, over the last 20 years, I have incubated not less than 19 odd companies, out of which 2 of them have emerged to go public itself. More importantly now, we also desire to be in the cities of Dharwad, Mysore, and later on in other parts of Karnataka. The second edition of the BCIC Startup Awards is currently on, and which has gone pan-India. Only thing is that we are a little slow on publicity front, but with another 60 days to go for this award to culminate into a startup summit, we have now gone whole hog through publicity blitzkrieg, and I request all the startup companies spread all over India to come forward and get the necessary endorsements of BCIC, which stands for developing not only the large, medium, small, but also the startups, which will once, sometime later, is likely to become one of the larger companies in India to shine across the world. Thank you.